Craig Cameron here, coming to you straight from the heart of Texas, here on the Double Horn Ranch. And you know, a lot of people visit with me, text me, what is that stuff called? Email, all that stuff. I'm not too handy with all that. But a lot of people say, Craig, how can I get more control on the horse? How can I get my horse a little more responsive and stuff, things like that? Well, again, consistency is a really big deal. You got to be consistent with these horses. And so I know it's hard for a lot of people that have just jobs that they got to work 5 days a week. They got families. They got to do things on the weekend. So it's hard to be consistent. And but for me, you know, my horses are kind of my life, and so I get the opportunity and blessed enough to kind of be around and ride these horses every day, and it definitely makes a difference. So if you can't do it every day, just do the best job you can when you get the opportunity. And don't forget one thing that's really important, and which will always give you a better ride, and that's to warm your horse up before you get on. So if you hadn't been on him for a day or two, or even one day, maybe come in to a round pen or use a lunge line and, boy, move that horse around. Really get that fresh off of him. Watch his eyes, his ears, the tilt of his head, his body position, his expression. Is he licking his lips? Is he blinking his eyes? Is he wiggling his ears? Is he putting his head down? Is he turning loose of his breath? There's lots of things to look for. And again, you're going to get better at that. The more you actually work at that and use it, then you're going to get more experience. Remember, experience is the one thing you can't buy and nobody can give you. So you got to get out there and go to work. But one tip that I will give you about getting your horses better broke, more responsive, a little safer, is to use transitions. I love working through transitions. Now, what is transitions? They can be a lot of different things, actually. But traditionally, and the way I'm going to do it today, is I'm going to do different gaits. So I could go from a walk to a trot to a canter, to a trot, to a walk, to a stop, to a back, to a canter, to a walk, to a canter, to a trot. Just shifting gears and changing gears. Guess what? That horse has to start listening to you. And pretty soon, he's going to become real responsive. But be soft and be light with your hands. And don't just be hand-dominated. Use the rhythm in your body. Use the position of your body so that he knows you're going to change gears. Whether you're going to speed up, whether you're going to slow down, whether you're going to stop. You know, a transition can also be a turn. So I might do some circles here, what I call circles within a circle. So I'm just transitioning, so this horse has to listen. But I want to do it in a way that makes it easy for him to understand. So I'm literally going to be communicating with my horse what? With my hands, my bits, my legs, my reins, my spurs, physically, mentally, emotionally, mind, body, and spirit. And I hope that you'll do the same. Don't just be one of these riders that everything's physical. You can do better than that. Don't forget, he has a mind. He has a spirit. He has emotions. You know, he feels things. And have more empathy for your horse. Try to see what he's seeing. Feel what he's feeling. And hear what he's hearing. When you do that, guess what? You're going to get a lot better at it if you really practice what I'm telling you here right now. So let's go through a few simple transitions here. I'm going to kind of get out on the rail a little bit. I've already transitioned with a turn, and I'm in a walk. You know, when I'm working a horse and people come to ride with me, or apprentices, or come to a clinic, I always say start at a walk. Why would I want to start at a walk? Because that keeps my horse gentle and quiet. Because they learn through repetition. So if I walk every day, guess what? I got a nice, quiet horse. He knows we're going to always start with a walk. Now, if I wanted to trot him, I'm certainly not going to kick him. I'm going to slide my legs back, squeeze gently, and see how little it takes to transition into a trot. So here comes a transition. So I slide those legs back, squeeze my legs together, squeeze my seat together, and I just go into a trot. Here comes another transition, posting trot. Now I'm going to a posting trot. That was a transition, a little bit faster trot. So here's a nice loose rein trot here. Just guiding, not pulling. Here comes a transition. I'm going to do a circle within a circle. So I'm going to lift that left hand right here, hug with that inside leg, right leg back, then right back to my posting trot. Now I'm going to transition again. I'm going to sit the trot, slow the trot, and collect the trot. So sit the trot, slow the trot, collect the trot. Right there, a lot of people say, how'd you keep that horse from stopping? I kept my legs on him. See how I got him soft at the pole there? Right there, beautiful. Now I'm gonna just push to a canter. Let's transition up to a canter and go cantering for a while. Nice loose rein. Lots of transitions here. Enjoy yourself. And guys, it's okay to grab that saddle horn if you feel a little out of whack or out of balance. Just use that saddle horn. Now watch this transition. Right down to a walk. Let's walk this horse now. And I'm just walking. Feels good to me. And I think I'll transition, a turn, and walk the other way. I'm going to reach up and pet my horse and tell him he's doing a really good job here. See, I'm waiting for this horse to relax, to breathe, to just turn loose. Turn loose what? Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. All right, here we go. Let's do some transition. I think I'm going to try to transition right into a canter. So I'm going to position my horse up and find that right lead. Just canter up. Look at that good rhythm in my body. Got my elbow nice and close to my side. Just going with my horse. It's good for him. Transition to trot. I'm going to say it too. Trot, trot, trot. And I just open and close my fingers. Find that trot. Had to work on that one. Trot, trot, trot. Good. He wants to go fast. I'm going to just hold that. See, this is good for my horse to have to listen to me. There's that trot. He finally found it that time. Now watch this. I'm going to do a different transition here, but I'm going to try to maintain a trot because he wants to canter. So I'm going to just pick him up and do a lateral trot over this way. But we're transitioning. Good. Good. And trot. Now I'm going to go transition to a stop. Whoa. Back. Turn. And go. Whoa. Stop. Back. Turn. And go. Woo. Stop, back, turn and go. Whoa, boom. And again, some of that could have been a little cleaner, a little better, but again, it's a cold day. Really hadn't warmed him up, and really good for him. Using those transitions. And don't expect your horse to be perfect every day. As long as he's trying, that's what I want to recognize, you know. And I'll work with him, and guess what? By doing a good job today, maybe tomorrow, he'll be a little bit better. Hey, don't forget transitions for getting your horse better, gentler, safer, and a better horse.